freaking brilliant. That is gorgeous. Your technique. I love the stretching the strings. I love these with the dampers on them. The only other guy I've ever seen, I actually did video one time for a guy named, okay, he's a legendary. Is it John McCutcheon? Do you know? So John played at a church in Burnsville, North Carolina, and I ran his sound for him one night. And he did some of the things you're doing, but this is really unusual the way. Is a lot of this technique you've seen other people do, or is this something you've developed yourself?
Well, I mean, nothing,
the plucking and everything.
Well, nothing that I'm doing is unique in the context of any stringed instrument that's out there.
Yeah.
The thing is, for some reason, a lot of people haven't thought of using these techniques on hammer dulcimer.
Yeah.
But no, by no means am I the exclusive person. It's just, it's part of my style that I do it more frequently.
How long have you been doing it?
20 years.
20 years. So I just got to ask, how old are you?
28.
26. You're 8 years old.
Well, technically just a few months shy of 20 years. I started when I was 9, and I'll be 29 very soon.
Okay. And so where are you from?
I live here in Asheville.
Asheville. So you spent all those years in Asheville doing this?
I actually grew up in Houston.
Houston, Texas. And if someone were to want to go and buy this kind of music that you make, I'm sure you have a website.
I do. JoshuaMessick.com.
Is it M-E-S-S?
M-E-S-S-I-C-K. I'm available on iTunes. I'm available the physical CDs that have the full liner notes and the story of the album. You can get those directly through my website. Or, you know, I have a YouTube presence as well, so you can see the videos. Now,
for people who don't know about this kind of instrument, they usually don't come with these dampers like what a piano has on. They're more like, this is more, well, even that one has them on it. Well, the one I own does not have the dampers on it, right?
The dampers are, you know, more piano-like.
Exactly.
It's the opposite. When you push down the pedal on a piano, the dampers come off.
Right.
Whereas these, when you push the pedal down, the dampers go on.
So you get a more marimba type sound.
Yeah.
That's your ring.
Yeah, so
beautiful.
As opposed to, but it also allows you to stop the sustain. So if you're anything somewhat dissonant, it allows you to really get in there and control the dissonance. I want to focus more on the artistry of what can I develop with my own arranging, my own techniques, my own compositions, and spend my time there.
The longer piece that you played for us a while ago, what was that called?
Woodland Dance. It's an original of mine.
It's fantastic. Yeah, you're a true, amazing musician, and I feel honored to have had a chance to meet you.
My job is, once again, composition. I'm a composer. I do a lot of arranging. But one thing that I'm doing currently is putting the hammer dulcimer where I believe it should be placed, in more of a percussion environment, with a vibraphone, a gong, any kind of timpani, to really extract the percussion qualities that I can also play with the instrument. Wind chimes, you know, with my mallet over here, or a cymbal.
So when you perform, it's not always just the dulcimer. There are other, you have a suite of perhaps other percussive things around you.
Things I can play with my feet.
Where will you be performing sometime soon?
July 18th, I'll be playing at White Horse Black Mountain.
Right over here.
Right over, yeah, just down the street.
I just showed the people. I'm going to show the people where that is. Yes. All right. And so on July 18th?
Yes, and that will have the full ensemble of percussionists with me at that concert. I will play solo hammer dulcimer as well, but there's compositions that either I've written or co-written with some of the other musicians that are very lovely to see the hammer dulcimer in more of a percussion ensemble.
If someone wants to get started, and I realize it takes so many decades to become a master like you are, but if someone wants to get started on something like this, what would you recommend?
Well, I would recommend, first of all, practice, and then also setting a goal. That you have to have a goal if you're going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So you set an achievable goal and you practice. So there are resources available to help you. The Dulcimer Crossings, there's the Dulcimer School that's online. You can Google those and look those up. as well as the Dulcimer Player News, in addition to a lot of teaching resources, which Song of the
Over here,
Wood
exactly.
provides.
It's a really awesome little store here, isn't it?
I love it. I absolutely love this place. So, yeah, YouTube videos, there's an abundance of resources there, or you could always contact me for private Skype lessons.
Fantastic.